everyone, Naturallykela here. So if you follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or even my blog, then you've seen me wear these braids this past week and style them differently each day. So what I decided to do was make a video for you guys and for myself so that I could become, just a little bit more creative with my style choices so that I won't take my braids out. And I'm really tempted because I get bored very quickly, but I'm challenging myself. So let's see how many hairstyles I can come up with. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to start with the very first look. What I've decided to do is grab a section of my hair towards the front, and then I'm grabbing a little bit of my hair right above my ear. And you'll see why as I loop it behind my hair or behind my head, and I'm going to secure it safely with a bobby pin. I'm using the bobby pin just to kind of keep it in place, just out of my face for the moment. So far, so good. Okay, so next I'm going to grab the section from the opposite side of my head or on the right side and basically do the same thing that I just did on the left side of my head. This look is very simple. It's one of those type of things that you just kind of do if you just want to create, like I said, a simple look. So I've taken the bobby pin out, and what I decided to do was just grab those two sections and tie them in a knot. As you can see, I'm grabbing one side of that, and then I'm going to loop it underneath the band that I've created with my hair. So this gives me a sort of halo type of look. Very simple, very easy, and just one of those looks you can just throw on and go out. So this is look number one. Look number two, I decided that I would do some flat twists towards the front of my hair. So where I have my hair parted, and I braided it that way so that I could have a side part. And I'm just going to go through and do the flat twist on the hair. And it takes a little time, a little patience and everything. So with that being done, I did the one side, and I'm going to get one of my bobby pins, and I'm going to secure the hair Alright, so this is number two. It's very simple, very easy. I'm going to left one side out. Alright, so we already have one side of my hair in a flat twist. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on the other side of the hair. Make sure you grab it where you want it to be. And as you can see, I'm going back a little bit further on this side than I did on the left side of my head. Going back a little bit behind the ear just to give it a little different look. Grab the bobby pin, and it's time to secure. So I've only used like 2 or 3 bobby pins for this style. I like simple stuff. So whenever you find some hair that's kind of out of place, just grab another bobby pin, or the regular pins as well. The regular hair pins, those work even better. And that's the look. Very simple, very easy. Look number 3. Okay, so basically what I'm doing right now is I'm creating my 4th look, but I'm doing it as if this was 1 week. So let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, this is Thursday, and I decide that I want to do something a little bit different for the weekend. I'm basically going off of the same style. So I'm going to do a low flat twist around the back of my hair since I've already completed basically both front sides of my hair. I'm going to use my big clamp to secure it so that it doesn't loosen up while I twist the front. So still doing the double twist. I'm going to do it kind of loosely. Now is the perfect time to take the clip out and just get sections of both sides. The bobby pins were starting to fall out, which was fine because I was going to pull them over onto the other side. So I'm just pulling from the very front and the very back to do a braid. So basically this is kind of like a fishtail braid, but it's more of just a big plait for one side of the hair. Very simple. and just keep braiding. It's a lot of hair, so you really kind of have to take your time, especially with the way that I have my hair braided. You really want to take your time. That way you don't have too many flyaway pieces that you have to go in and bobby pin, which is not a problem. So I'm just taking my time and I'm braiding it to the end, or as close to the end as I possibly can. I did not have any black rubber bands at that time, so I just grabbed the rubber bands so that you guys could kind of see the look that I had. I wore this look earlier this week while I was working out, and it was awesome. So here's my big rubber band. And like I said, you can always use the black rubber bands, or you can even tie the bottom of the hair around itself, or a piece of the hair around itself. So this is the look. A very big braid in the back. I think it's gorgeous. You can take out those bobby pins that are still showing on the side. So that's look number 4. All right, so this one really not my favorite. I just grabbed the rest of that. This could be your Friday look for work, and you just want something simple for that day, because the weekend is vastly approaching. So just something simple. I would probably bobby pin that up a little bit more, pull it up a little bit more towards my ear so that it's not bumping my shoulder. So that's just look number 5. Okay, so I decided let's play with that a little bit more. Let's say it's Friday night, you're going out with the girls, or you're going out on a date, or whatever it is that you're doing, and you want to just do it a little bit more sophisticated. So I rolled it upward and just secured it with some more bobby pins. Like I said, this is this video at least is going to be very simple, just with styles that you can create for a week, that work week basically. So I'm just going to secure it with the bobby pins, and don't really worry about any loose braids that come up. Like I said, you can always bobby pin those down or use the other hairpins to secure those so that they're out of your way. And there you have it. Just a very simple look. Throw that dress on, those jeans, whatever, and hit the town. Look number 6, everybody. All right. It is Saturday. Yay. Time for fun. Time for lounging. Time for hanging out with the friends. And I am kind of partying in my head, as you can see as I start to dance. Okay, back to what I was doing. So I'm going to separate my hair up in this high ponytail that I have. And all I'm going to do is plait it. Well, twist it. You can braid it as well. On my next video, I'm going to show you how to do more of a braided style instead of just a twist. So stay tuned for that. So I've twisted my hair down to the end, and I'm going to secure it with a clamp just so that it doesn't come apart as I'm doing the other side. So just 2 really big twists. They don't have to be tight. You can even loosen these if you want your top bun to be a little bit tighter. I really wanted mine to be a little bit looser, but since I went in with no style in mind on any of these looks, I think I came out pretty well with just coming up with something. So I'm happy with it. And this is slightly off to the side. It's not directly in the middle of my head. I didn't want it to be just at the very top. So, and I don't really think I used too many bobby pins on this look. Secured, all those loose pieces. What I did decide to do was, like I said, bobby pin everything that was out of place for me. And had a little trouble with that little piece, but overall, I love the look. And I'm sorry I should have moved my camera up so you guys could really see that top bun, but it came out really, really nice. So my edges, you guys know I have that hair, baby hair, I guess you could call it. I've had that look, and I have that look when I have my hair straight as well, so it's not really an issue. But with my hair being pulled back, I really kind of wanted to slick that down, and really just when I wash my face, my hair will stay down as well. But for those of you who don't have it like I have it, just go ahead and get you some edge control. This is Design Essential Sleek Control for edges, and it smells so good. So just put it on there, slick back, and get you a brush and slick it back. So To me, it's way better than gel. So it's a wax and it just stays in place. So that is my final look. Stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.